welcome to On This Day. What is on this day? I hear you crying. On this day, we take a day from history. Today is the 26th of February. We look at people who died, look at people who were born, and we also have a look at some events. Now, we normally finish this with some fun facts, but we got no fun facts today. Today, we're going to put a plea out to Vladimir Putin because, well, it's all going on and we don't want it. So let's start then. So, born on the 26th of February in 1829, Levi Strauss, German-born American clothing designer who founded the first company to manufacture blue jeans, Levi Strauss and Co., I believe in San Francisco. He was born in Bottenheim, Bavaria, and he died in 2002. In 1845, Alexander III, the Russian Tsar, from 1881 to 94, was born in the Winter Palace in St. Petersburg in Russian Empire. He died in 1894. In 1928, Antonio Fat Domino, American rhythm and blues piano player, singer and star of the early rock and roll era, Blueberry Hill, Blue Monday, Walking to New Orleans. Born in New Orleans, Louisiana. He died in just 2017. I can't believe he was quite that old, but there you go. Maybe it wasn't that old. Maybe it's just a famous name and he just seemed to be perhaps older than he actually was. People who died in 1903, Richard Jordan Gatling, American inventor famous for the Gatling gun, the first hand-cranked machine gun, died at 84. What a great invention that was. Going on a few years, we had the First World War, Second World War. Thanks to people like Richard Gordon Gatling, we had mass weapons of death. Great invention, fantastic. Anyway, in 1995, Jimmy Lee Jackson, civil rights activist, dies from a gunshot wound at 26. And in 2011, John Mallard, English medical physicist, developed both the MRI and the PET scans. He died at 94. Now that's what you call a contribution to mankind. Take note, Richard. Anyway, there you go. That's me. Stop picking on the Americans because why not? Let's have a look at what happened then. So in 1616, Roman Inquisition delivers injunction to Galileo demanding he abandon his belief in a heliocentrism, which states the Earth and planets revolve around the sun. Who got that right then, the Romans? In 1797, Bank of England issues the first £1 note. In 1815, Napoleon Bonaparte and his supporters leave Elba to start 100-day reconquest of France. In 1863, Abraham Lincoln signs the National Currency Act, establishing single national US currency. Well, that certainly helps. In 1881, P&O's SS Ceylon begins world's first round-the-world pleasure cruise from Liverpool. In 1914, HMHS Britannica, sister to the Titanic, is launched at Harland and Wolff in Belfast. In 1916, Mutual signs Charlie Chaplin to a film contract. I imagine Mutual is a film producer. In 1924, trial against Adolf Hitler for treason in the beer hall putsch begins in Munich, Germany. Surely from this, you could say, no, you're a criminal, you cannot become a politician. But then what are politicians? In 1930, the first red and green traffic light installed in Manhattan, New York City. In 1935, radar, radio detection and ragging, first demonstrated by Robert Watson Watt. In 1935, existence of reformed German Luftwaffe revealed, banned in 1920 by the Treaty of Versailles, with Reich Marshal Hermann Göring as Commander-in-Chief. What possibly could go wrong with that? In 1936, Adolf Hitler, him off of the trial earlier, introduces Ferdinand Porsche's Volkswagen. In 1945, very heavy bombing of Berlin by the 8th US Air 10:22 p.m. Winston Churchill announces Britain has its own atomic bomb. In 1977, the first flight of Space Shuttle atop Boeing 747. In 1983, Michael Jackson's Thriller album goes to #1 and stays #1 for 37 weeks. In 1991, a coalition planned planes bomb Iraq forces retreating from Kuwait during the Gulf War, killing hundreds and creating a so-called highway of death. In 1993, the World Trade Center bombings of 1993, truck bomb explodes in parking garage in New York's World Trade Center at 10:18, killing 6 and injuring over 1,000 in what was the deadliest act of terrorism perpetrated on US soil at the time. In 2020, Saudi Arabia bars overseas pilgrims from accessing religious sites of Mecca and Medina because of COVID-19. Fears for the first time in living night in memory. In 2021, toy maker Hasbro announced that Mr. Potato Head's brand name will be changed to be gender neutral. Looking forward to the 5th Toy Story when you no longer have Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, they're just potato heads. And up to current days then, 2022, rain bomb due to slow moving low pressure Reports begin major flooding in southeast Queensland, Australia, leaving at least 7 people dead. And in 2022, scientists published findings into lost continent Bakatonilla, which linked southern Europe with Asia, providing passageway for animals migrations 35 to 38 million years ago. This has been on this day. So today there isn't going to be fun facts today. Just a man in his kitchen. Here I am. Blood. What are you doing, man? Stop bombing around Kuwait. Ukraine. Where you going? Ukraine. Just leave them alone. They are your Russian brothers. They're not neo-Nazis. If anyone's a Nazi in this, it's you bloody idiot. Just stop. This has been your message from your man in the shed, Andy P. Not in the shed today, but here we go. Also, hope everyone's well. Stay safe. Don't catch COVID. Stay safe. Stay in the bomb shelters if you need to. Make sure there's a humanitarian way out. Do not keep killing innocent bystanders. Do not keep killing Ukrainian public. Remember this, Russian soldiers. They are not your enemy. Your government is your enemy. Stay safe, people. See you, pals.